I have to do. So what I forgot to mention, guys, is I was about 4.5 kilometers up from Banfield Road on this logging road here. I'm just taking my time. Like I said, I'm in low gear and just letting the engine transmission take me down the hill. Now and then I do have to put my foot on the brakes, but that's just, remember I said they dug out across the roadway to allow the water to divert into, so it doesn't wash out the middle of the road? It's about the only time I've have to use my brakes so far. It is gorgeous country up here though. Like, I mean, a side-by-side would be just awesome to explore all these logging roads, to go places that, well, I wouldn't even dream about taking this thing, which I'm sure I'm taking this thing places where most people would say, nope. Well, guys, it's about another 300 meters and we're back on Banfield, Maine. And there's something to be said about going into the backcountry like this. Like, it's exciting. You go around the next corner and you're going up higher in the mountains. But on the other hand, too, there's also something to be said about getting off the mountain. Because if I ever broke down up top in that hill there, I mean, I was fortunate that they do have cell coverage, but my gosh, to get somebody to come up here, and if I broke something, oh gosh, I wouldn't even want to think about what that would entail, to be honest. Well, I'm not sure what would make these tracks, but whatever it is had to have been extremely heavy. Because I'm going to stop right beside that one, then jump up and down, and I barely make any indentation. And there's my truck that's 14,000 pounds, and you can just barely see where my tire goes. But when this thing comes up on the side here, it sinks. So whatever it was pretty heavy. Well, guys, just packing up here, ready to head out again. Where to next? Who knows? So this is Rathtrevor Provincial Park in Parksville. And just going around the truck, and I just got to come off the blocks there, but other than that, I think we are good to go. Awnings in. Nice little spot right here. It actually kind of got busy for on the weekend here. I was surprised. all these spots were full, and across from me were full too, so that was good. Glad to see people are still getting out while the weather's decent, very decent. I think it's like 5 or 6 degrees right now, so perfect camping weather. 0 bugs. All right. Hi. Good. How are you?
Good, thanks. Are you off to today?
Yep.
Yeah, you pass that one to the boat. When you get off the islands, you just show no tickets. You get in line.
Right on.
Right on.
All right. Thanks. Well, we're just waiting for the ferry here to go to Hornby Island and Denham Island. I was here last year, but there was a couple campgrounds I didn't get to, so I want to make sure I hit them. And if you watch my videos, you'll notice that this is the ferry. It's a cable ferry, so it's about 100 feet deep here, and there's actually cables that lay on the bottom. And as the ferry goes across, bull wheels pick up the cable, and then that's how it pulls itself across the channel here. And it's kind of cool because there's lights on both sides, so anybody with a ship or anything, that the lights will turn from green to red to tell traffic to stop, because obviously there's a cable coming up and the other ships don't want to hit it, so they wait until the light turns green and they know the cable's back on the bottom on the floor, the floor bed or the bottom of the channel, and then they're allowed to pass. So it's pretty cool. So guys, I'm going to mount this plate now up on the wall here. I picked up a joiner for the HDMI, and then I fished up the cable here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to actually, well, in case you're wondering why that's not actually center of that, if you look at the back of the unit, so it sits this way, you can tell that that's not in the center. It's actually lowered towards the bottom, so that's why that's towards the bottom. So I do have to give Northern Light credit. When they put this unit on here, they actually have backing blocks behind the paneling here. Well, I can't do it on this side, so this is just paneling. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pre-drill the holes, because anybody that knows that tries to put a screw in something like paneling, by the time it actually starts biting, you've already ripped the paneling in half and it doesn't hold. So like I said, I'm going to pre-drill the holes, but I'm also going to put a dab of, this is just flex glue. I've used this stuff already for lots of things actually, and it actually holds out really good. So I'm going to put some of this over top of the hole, so the threads will also take some of this inside the paneling, and hopefully that'll hold it, because it's not really heavy, but it's still at the same time not really light. But then I'm not going to mount it today. It says it takes about 24 hours for this to actually harden, so I'll just mount the plate today, and then tomorrow I'll put the cable on. So there's two ways to mount this, just like I'm going to do now, or they actually sent these, so it's a little thread. So this gets screwed into the back of the unit, and then you put this through your petition, whatever it is, and from the back you put your washer and you tighten up with your wing nut, and that's actually what holds it on, which is a great idea. But the problem is I can't get to it on the other side. I'm not going to cut a hole in my pantry just to get to it. So option number 2 is to put screws through it, which is the plate, which is what I'm going to do right now. And the heads of the screws will sit in these spots here, so it should work. Okay guys, that's it. So, got some of that stuff on the edge there. I did see some salmon here yesterday, but the beavers, they're so damn busy. You can see where they built the dam across there, and then now the water's coming over on this side. And as you go around the trees here, you can see all the trees they've already cut down, the little buggers. Yeah, you can tell where they've been dragging their tail. Beautiful area though. I mean, I just can't get over the size of some of these damn trees. Like, Yeah. I mean, you can see where those little buggers have been working. All right, guys, I'm out of here. So I'm in Falongley Provincial Park and on Denham Island. And I'm just going to head back onto the ferry and head back to Vancouver Island. Beautiful. All right, guys, as always, be good, be kind, be careful. We're going to talk to you guys real soon. Bye-bye.